Hi guys! Hello! How are you doing? My name is Rami Jane D. Calibo, and this time we are going to talk about punctuations. Now, what are punctuations? Punctuations includes a period, a question mark, an exclamation point, a comma, and an apostrophe. Now, what do you think is the purpose of punctuations? It is for the written message to be easier to read and understand. Now let's go to our first punctuation, which is a period. Now what is a period? So it is a mark that is used to end a declarative sentence, a command, or a request. And that is a sign of a period. For example, when you're a request sentence. Please make a reservation at the hotel tomorrow morning. As you can see, the period is being put at the end of the sentence since it is a request sentence. A declarative sentence, for example, Tyra Banks is the product of her own show. So still, you can see that the period is being put at the end of the sentence, since it is a declarative sentence, because it is declaring that Tyra Banks is a product of her own show. A command sentence, for example, write quickly on a sheet of paper. So here, still the period is being put at the end of the sentence, since it is a command sentence, and the person here is commanding someone to write quickly on a sheet of paper. The next is a question mark. Now what is a question mark? So it is a mark that is used after a direct question, and you're actually asking for something or a certain situation. For example, are you not going to attend the party? So here, you are asking someone whether he or she is going to attend the party. And take note of the sign of the question mark. It is being put at the end of the sentence. And you can also ask another situation. For example, you're asking about the news or about the latest issues of a certain, for example, the issues of the school or for celebrities. Next is an exclamation point. Now what is an exclamation point? So it is a mark that is used after an exclamatory sentence. And here, an exclamation point actually expresses a very strong feeling or emotion. For example, ouch! I stepped on a pointed object. So here, take note of the sign of the punctuation, which is the exclamation point, so that you'll be able to know that this sign expresses a strong feeling. Another situation is when your house is on fire. So still, that situation is actually deadly because the house is on fire. So it expresses a very strong emotion. You have to use a very strong emotion to this kind of situations. And the next is a comma. Now what is a comma? It is used to group words that belong together, separate words that do not belong together, and provide a brief pause. So you only need to use a comma to group words that belong together, separate words that do not belong together, and it provides a brief pause. So when you read and when you meet a comma at the in a sentence, you have to make a brief pause before you read the other part of the sentence. So there are certain rules on how to use commas. First is in a series. For example, Rami bought bananas, guavas, apples, and grapes. So as you can see, commas are being put between the words bananas, guavas, and apples. It is because, according to the rule, you have to put a comma when the sentence is in a series, and these bananas, guavas, and apples are in a series. So you have to put commas between these words. Next is to separate a series coordinate adjectives. For example, I enjoy listening to a happy, lively music. So, as you can see, comma is being put between the words happy and lively. And it is because these words happy and lively are a series of coordinating adjectives. The next is to signal end of quotation followed by attribution. For example, because he has never forgiven himself any fault, he can never forgive no one else's. So as you can say, Dory. As you can see, a comma is being put at the end of the quotation, followed by the attribution of Dory. Next is to separate the year from the day of the month. For example, May 28, 1998. So you can see here that the comma is being put after the day of the month, which is 28. And next is apostrophe. Now what is an apostrophe? So it is used to show ownership, which is sometimes referred to as the possessive form of a noun. So an apostrophe, you have to use apostrophe if it shows ownership. So there are also certain rules on how to use an apostrophe. In a singular, a patient's disease and bosses. So you can see that the apostrophe is being put after the word patient, then followed by s. And when you use, and also when you use it in plural, still the comma is used after the word patient, then followed by s, and the disease becomes diseases since it is plural, and bosses becomes bosses since it is also plural. And here, because of the word boss, it ends in letter s, you need to put apostrophe after the word s, and here after the word es, since it ends in letter s. So that ends our discussion about punctuations, and I hope you learned something. I hope you can use this for your assignments or projects. And thank you for watching this. Bye guys!